against evil. Ignore right versus wrong. This is rage and fury versus brutal intensity. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe team up to take on the Man-Beast Rhino and NXT champion Kevin Owens in an epic tag team match.
Welcome to NXT, and here we go, Aiden English and Simon Gotch getting set for tag team action.
Hike up your pants, boys. It's time to get manly.
Gather round, everyone, and witness the debonair devastation of such exquisite sophistication. Aiden English, Simon Gotch, the
How can you not like these guys?
Because they're ridiculous. They're hipsters that come out here.
What do you mean they're hipsters?
And they're in exquisite shape. You know what? I was talking to Simon Gotch earlier. He told me that himself and Aiden English did 201 arm push-ups and 249 lunges.
My understanding is that they have steak and eggs every morning for breakfast.
That too.
What does that have to do with anything? Steak and eggs, a lot of people have steak and eggs.
It's a fun fact, Corey.
There's nothing fun about that.
Oh, they're like Phineas and Barnaby.
Where are you getting these references? I'm not fluent in geek.
Can we just listen to the music?
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder.
Here's what I like to see. You want to talk about manly? Let's talk about Dawson and Wilder. We'll talk about throwbacks. These guys are throwbacks to the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, the Brain Busters. They grew up in North Carolina together, idolizing tag teams like that. They're here to fight.
Yeah, I was talking to Dawson earlier. He said, nobody likes us. Nobody likes what we stand for. Fighting is fun, and that's why we're here.
It'll be Simon Gotch starting things off against Dash Wilder.
This is a real, if you think about it, a real exciting time in the tag team division. You know, Blake and Murphy obviously
Quick
on
tag.
top of the mountain. But you got two teams like the Vaudevillains, Dash and Dawson, who could be next in line.
Of course, you're going to mention Enzo and Cass in that.
I'd rather not talk about them when
Oh,
Dash
why?
and Dawson are in the ring. Because we're looking at two of the most technically proficient superstars we have in NXT, and the Vaudevillains, who I may not like, but they're an incredible tag team. You got to give them respect.
Agility by
Whoa.
Simon Gotch. Whoa!
Wow.
All right.
Cover! Power out by Scott Dawson. Tag made, and now Aiden English, the legal man. There's a manly elbow.
Connected quite well.
Quick tags by the Vaudevillains.
Look at that. Look at the peaks on the biceps.
Down for the cover. Gotch trying to put Dawson away. Kicks out at one.
The Vaudevillain style just transcends generations.
Corey, you mentioned the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, and there have been some observers that feel that Scott Dawson reminds him of a young Arn Anderson.
That's what I said. He grew up idolizing the guys. I mean, that's what he's here for. That's who he studies. That's who he aspires to be like. And he and Wilder want to take it to the next level. Look Look at this aggression. That's what it takes to go to the top of the tag team division here in NXT.
Well, I think that's reflective of the fire that's been lit under the tag team division. Whenever you got new champions at the top of the helm, every other team goes, all right, maybe that's a new opportunity for us. Maybe that's another chance to prove how good we are.
Ooh, Dawson connecting with an elbow. Oh! Covered Dawson for the win and a kick out.
Ill-tempered and nasty. That's what Scott Dawson is.
There you go. That's nasty. You're absolutely right, Saxton. Just pull the nose right off of Gotch's face.
It's not very kind if you think about it.
This business isn't about kind, Saxton. It's about winning fights, and that's what Dawson and Wilder are here to do.
You think Blake and Murphy are watching this match?
I hope so.
Or maybe they're just having Alexa take notes.
Oh, tag made. Here comes Aiden English. English picking things up.
And English here has got things rolling.
Oh! English again, atomic drop. Oh!
Nice. The Vaudevillains got a little something extra in the tank tonight.
Must have been the steak and eggs, eh, Rich?
Maybe. Running neck breaker, cover. And
right.
the Vaudevillains pick up the win.
Here are your winners, the Vaudevillains.
I was impressed. How about you, Corey?
I gotta give it to these guys. Like I said, they're a little bit unusual. I don't necessarily want to hang out with them in social situations, but they get the job done.
Oh, put your hands together.
I'm not clapping, Saxton.
I feel like I'm at the carnival.
Like another,
Yeah, look at this kick. Oh! As the Vaudevillains picking up the pace, and then to close things out, the Vaudevillains with the whirling dervish.
They'll be posting their ways to the tag team title soon. You never know, Vaudevillains. Their number could be up, guys.
Well, happy to have you along here this week on NXT. Rich Brennan alongside, well, Raw and SmackDown's Byron Saxton, and of course the WWE Network's Corey Graves.
That's right, I'm excited to be here. A lot going on in NXT.
Well, coming up on July 4th, what a huge night it is going to be. Well, a huge early morning on the WWE Network.
Just 3 days away, Rich.
Just 3 days away from Tokyo live. Beast from the East. And one of the huge matches that'll take place, the NXT Championship on the line when Kevin Owens defends the title against Finn Balor. But tonight, we have a huge main event. Balor and Owens on opposing tag teams. What a matchup it's going to be. Bálor and Samoa Joe taking on Owens and Rhyno.
That's going to be an awesome main event, but before we get to that, Devin Taylor was able to catch up with Becky Lynch earlier this week at the Performance Center to get an update on her condition.
I'm here at the WWE Performance Center with Becky Lynch. We are here to catch up. Now, Becky, there's been a lot of rumors about your recent injury. We're wondering if we can get an update.
So basically, Devin, at NXT TakeOver, I sprained my hip flexor, and I tried to hide it, and I tried to work through it, and I had a match a few weeks later, but that just aggravated it, so I have to take a few weeks off. But it's given me more motivation than ever. So believe me when I say that when I come back, I'm going for that NXT Women's Championship, and this time there's going to be a different ending. This is just the start of NXT.
Great, thank you so much. Good luck with your recovery.
Thanks a million.
Well, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Becky Lynch, get well soon. But right now, it is time for the Big Bad Wolf.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, weighing 275 pounds, Baron Corbin. And his opponent already in the ring from Hubbard, Oregon, weighing 315 pounds, Tucker Knight.
Well, this ought to be quite the test for Tucker Knight, but I'll tell you what, Baron Corbin, many call him the unstoppable force here at NXT.
Have you seen Jurassic World yet, Rich?
I have not.
Baron Corbin's like Indominus Rex. He's this hybrid machine that's just wrecking everything in front of him.
Yeah, you could say Baron Corbin is maybe one of the most prominent cases of one-sided dominance we've ever seen here on NXT.
Look at the size of Tucker Knight. I mean, let's be honest. I don't know if Corbin's been in the ring with someone that size before. That's a lot of man right there.
I don't think Tucker Knight is the least intimidated by Baron Corbin.
Oh! Maybe he should be. Save a few teeth.
Oh, wow!
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wow! End of days! How on earth did Corbin pull that off?
Just like he always has.
Here is your winner, Baron Corbin.
One-track-minded dominance from the Lone Wolf.
He still doesn't get paid by the hour.
He's gonna feel this tomorrow.
That's a 300-pound man that Baron Corbin just manhandled.
Tucker Knight planted face first, and then Corbin with the end of days.
If you had any doubt before who the dominant force in NXT was, it's Baron Corbin.
If you've ever asked yourself just who is Finn Balor, we've got the third and final chapter of this special look at the career of the #1 contender to the NXT Championship.
This Saturday, the sun rises in the Far East. For the first time ever, WWE broadcasts live from Tokyo, Japan, only on WWE Network. Witness this special network event as these WWE superstars converge at the historic Ryogoku Sumo Hall. And in the land of the rising sun, a beast will cast a brutal shadow. In his first match since WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar returns to action. WWE presents The Beast in the East, live from Tokyo. This Saturday, 5:30 a.m. Eastern, 2:30 a.m. Pacific. Exclusively on WWE Network.
Popping up like a play on Monday night. We should be NXT champions. You know what I'm saying?
The reason that I brought you all here was to tell you that next week you will be facing each other. And the winner of that match will be the new #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championship.
Well, how you doing? But I gotta be honest, I don't think that we should have to beat them in order to be #1 contenders, because I think... All right, we'll take it. Hey, we gotta go.
Carmella's got a match. We got important things to do.
You know what I mean? I got plenty of time. I got no time for this. Thanks, Regal.
Let's show them what men do.
Welcome back to NXT, and we are only 3 days away from Kevin Owens defending his NXT Championship live on the WWE Network from Tokyo, Japan, against the #1 contender, this man, Finn Balor.
You know, I was talking to Triple H about it, and he said, you know, creativity spawns creativity. And a lot of times I'm inspired by like some of the fan art that like I get sent, and that in turn gives me an idea.
I'll be honest, the one thing that I love about being a wrestler, and especially recently, has been in a position to inspire kids and artists to draw or paint or just create something.
Where'd you get all these? This one's cool.
Yeah.
That's fan art.
Who gives this to you?
They give it to you at the shows? Yeah, they just come to the shows and normally wait around afterwards.
I'm very touched by that because I was that kid in school drawing my favorite wrestlers, and being able to inspire kids or professional artists, you know, to paint my image is that's what I like.
This is cool. This picture kind of sums it up. I love fan art. It's amazing. It's the best.
It wasn't, you know, until I really kind of became comfortable in the ring being myself and who I am, that I was able to kind of merge the two sides of myself and bring the two of them together, the wrestling side and the artistic side. I'm settling in pretty well so far. I'm looking forward to actually getting in the ring and hopefully debuting soon on NXT. When you're in Japan or you're in Europe, you don't realise how far that can travel or how many people that can reach. So for all I knew, I was an unknown coming in to NXT.
All right, here we go, Renee, in 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fergal Devitt.
Everyone that does what we do wants to be the best in it. If you were to talk to him, very quiet, you wouldn't see it. But I know Fergal, and I know that he wants to be the best. But he doesn't flaunt it. He doesn't go out telling everyone he's going to do that. He just does it. And that's the best kind, that people just kind of quietly get it done.
I knew I was about to go out there. I didn't know what was going to happen. The cue hit and Prince Devitt was flashed on the screen. Is a feeling that I'll never forget. The roar of acceptance or appreciation from the Full Sail crowd. It was at that point that I started to realize that I must have done something right, that this is my first time walking out and what felt like a hero's welcome.
My name is Finn Balor.
What I done was I combined the two names of Finn McCool and Balor and became Finn Balor. Finn McCool was an Irish mythical hero who battled the evil, one-eyed demon king, Balor. Of course, there is an added bonus that my dad's name is Finton and is referred to as Finn, and that little tribute in there as well, you know, really makes the name speak to me.
I'm here in NXT because I'm bringing something you've never seen before.
Marty, do we want him to step closer so I can see that upper Tron? Yeah, and then if you're there, that's great. Perfect. Yeah, if you're there, then I can get that upper Tron. Yeah. Sweet. Thanks, brother.
There wasn't much move-wise, move-set-wise that he was going to be taught, but he was going to have to learn cameras and where the cameras are, how to appeal to the crowd without pandering to the crowd, an entrance, like how important that is.
Yep. So literally, because you turn to the side to do this, but then I just get the side of your head.
Yep.
Stay here, just don't gaze there. Yep. Gaze there.
Triple H explained it to me as, you know, we're shooting movies, and that's what it is. You know, every entrance is a movie, and we want to make sure that, you know, we get all the camera shots the best they can be and the best angles, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, we're putting out a product for the fans to watch, and we want it to be as best it can possibly be. Really, the only place I actually am at home is when I'm in the ring and the cameras are on and all the seats are looking at the ring. I've spent a lot of time away from home now, and I kind of have this romantic idea of kind of moving home, but what I know as home has drastically changed. The amount of time I've spent away. Right now, NXT is home.
We're in Dublin, Ireland, and we're about to see Finn Balor and his first WWE match in Ireland.
If you'd have told me 5 years ago that I would have wrestled in Dublin, Ireland, in the stadium that I watched WWE when I was a kid, I would have not believed you.
It's quite emotional, like, you know, less than a year ago I said goodbye to all my friends and family in Ireland, you know, that I've had since I was a kid, and I really wasn't sure when I was going to see them ever again. I was fortunate enough to go back to Dublin in the same building where I used to go watch Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, and, you know, all my friends and family are there, you know, sitting ringside cheering me on. That was one of the most memorable moments of my career. I'm like a WWE superstar, but, you know, to them I'm just Fergal, you know, and they kind of help keep me grounded.
I can be accused of being a little bit shy or a little bit humble or a little bit of an introvert. And I find that when the demon war paint goes on, you know, my personality does change and I have more confidence, and it releases my inner demon. not just paint, and it's not just a show. It's more of being able to channel a more aggressive side of my personality. I think it's made me not only a stronger wrestler, but a stronger person as well.
In every man's mind, there's a little doorway down a dark hallway where they never go. But if you can figure out how to tap into that creatively and use it, that's what Finn Balor's trying to do right now.
I have a short attention span, and I like to change things a lot. And with the paint, I'm afforded that luxury. I've been able to change designs. You know, I like to try and think outside the box and like not go with the flow.
It's kind of cool that you have like one theme. Yeah, like I want people to be able to recognize it from the first one I done to say 5 years time, that it's still recognizably Finn Balor.
I guess inside of all of us, we all have a little bit of a demon. It's kind of the only time where you get to kind of forget about everything else that's going on, and you're 100% focused on the one thing that you absolutely love.
Finn Balor, your new #1 contender to the NXT Championship.
So I left Japan last April, and I said goodbye to all my friends, and I really and truly honestly didn't think I would ever see them again.
On the WWE Network, live on the 4th of July, you will see the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, Finn Balor, face Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship.
To return to Tokyo, Japan, to face Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship, to say I'm excited is an absolute understatement. You know, a lot of guys there that I probably thought I wouldn't see ever again in my life. You know, I've been lucky enough to see them in July. It's gonna be real special, and you know, it is a second home for me, and you know, it's almost like a second homecoming.
He was meant to be here because he was in Japan. So he's going back to the place that made him. It's gonna be crazy.
The Japanese fans, without them, Prince Devitt, now Finn Balor, wouldn't be here in WWE.
Finn Balor will be walking out of Tokyo July 4th as NXT champion.
I think he's very aware of his potential for a WWE superstar. He knows what he has, and he knows what he wants to do, and he's going to do it. And there's nothing that's going to stop him.
I think everyone has potential, but it's one thing to have potential, and it's another thing to actually realize it. I always try and live day to day. I set a lot of short-term goals and very few long-term goals. So I guess anything can happen.
I think he is the future. He's the future of the business. The future of WWE, I think, is Finn Balor.
I love Finn Balor. Well, he's really cool. He's really cool. He's amazing. I just like everything about him.
I don't think I've rooted for a wrestler this much since I was a little kid. He's absolutely amazing. He's gonna revolutionize the WWE.
First they hit the scene, bruising up the crest of my way.
If there's one person that deserves all the success that they're getting, like beyond the shadow of a doubt, it's Fergal. The impact that he has had is just unbelievable. I can't thank him enough.
Said the sun don't rain, but it rained over me. It felt like somebody was stinging me.
I have made tons of quality acquaintances in this business, but he's one that I want nothing but success for. I love that kid, man, to death. I mean, honest to God, I love him to death. I get at times a little emotionally choked up for him, you know? I'm proud of him.
It's crazy, but it's free.
I sense something. I know that when I go out there, I'm having a good time. For me, that was the dream, and you know, I'd rather fail miserably doing something that was completely new than marginally get by just being normal. Everywhere that I've went, I'd improved it and left it a better place. And I've done that, I believe, in Ireland and England. I believe I've done that in Japan, and I want to do that here with NXT. And moving forward, I want to do that with WWE.
What an incredible look at the career of Finn Balor. And if you missed any part of this special look, tune into the WWE Network tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. to watch it in its entirety.
Let's get busy, yeah, who's with me? All these lights and they oh so pretty. Just one night to live like kids. See, I'm on fire and it's my city. Let's get busy, come on, who's with me? All these lights and they oh so pretty. Just one night to live like kids. See, I'm on fire and it's my city. One.
Welcome back to NXT. And, well, last week, Eva Marie told NXT General Manager William Regal that she felt she deserved an opportunity here at NXT. Mr. Regal is somewhat hesitant and told Eva he'd need to evaluate her performance firsthand before he could make a proper decision. So, earlier today, Eva Marie took to the ring under the watchful eye of Mr. Regal and NXT assistant coach Sarah Amato. It's obvious Eva's been training hard, but we'll ultimately have to wait and see what the verdict is, whether or not Eva has earned the right to compete here at NXT.
I personally can't wait for all red everything to arrive here in NXT, but let's not wait too long for the Divas. Here comes Emma.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Dana Brooke from Melbourne, Australia, Emma!
Oh, look who it is, Team Disingenuous.
What do you know about disingenuous? Just because these two don't like you, just because they don't talk to you, they ignore you as you creepily stalk outside the female locker room, doesn't mean they're disingenuous. They just don't like you, Byron.
That cannot be confirmed or denied.
My name is Carmella, and I am the princess of Staten Island and the most fabulous diva in NXT. Bada bing! Hottest chick in the ring. How you doing?
She asked you a question, Rich.
I'm doing all right.
When a woman that beautiful talks to you, I understand you get starstruck, you get awestruck, your jaw is on the floor, but do your best.
Rich, you with us?
I'm here. Carmella and Emma set to go one-on-one.
How about that? Emma kicking the fur coat of Carmella.
I don't know how well Carmella's going to take it. That thing is expensive.
What do you think of the attitude of Emma lately?
I think Emma has gotten frustrated with her career outlook, and I think now she's trying to spread that misery to other people.
She's not trying to spread misery, Byron. She's trying to find success. She's been really effective lately, if you haven't noticed.
So effective was, trying to pretend like you were helping Bayley, trying to help Bayley grow, and then all the while you just wanted to make Bayley your next victim.
All the while she's cashing paychecks and putting W's in the column. You can't argue with the results.
That's to be determined.
So is Emma helping Dana Brooke?
Perhaps. Maybe it's a mutual benefit. Oh! Looks like Carmella's been working on her in-ring.
Yeah, Staten Island Princess.
Last time we saw Carmella in action was a 6-person tag match a couple weeks back. Enzo Cass and Carmella defeating the team of Blake and Murphy and Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
That was a smart move by Emma. That's some of that new attitude we've seen. She's not afraid to take a shortcut if she's got it.
Grabbing the hair is smart, you say?
The referee didn't see it. It was brilliant.
Whoa! I think that was brilliant from Carmella.
Carmella with a running clothesline. Whoa, look at this.
Yeah, seeing this aggressive streak.
Oh, what a kick.
Oh!
There's the aggressive streak of Carmella, but Emma's showing she can match it.
That's where the experience comes in. Emma has an experience advantage in this one.
Cover.
See that putting her knee right across the chin of Carmella.
You got it. Dana Brooke, of course, shouting out words ringside. That's a lot to handle if you're Carmella.
It seems like Emma and Dana Brooke almost bring out the worst in each other, Byron.
Yeah, you could say that. Or in there, I'm sure they'd call it the best. You look at Emma a year ago, complete opposite of what she is now. Now, she feels like people just don't respect her. She just feels like she's a pioneer.
She feels like people like you, Sax, need to quit living in the past and accept what she's doing now. Forget the past.
Oh, look at this. Carmella trying to reverse things. Quick cover, and Emma fighting back.
Nice stating facts. I mean, look.
Let's state a fact right now. She's in control.
Fact is, Emma was one of the divas here on NXT that helped put our women's division on the map. But the change is that now Emma feels like everyone should bow down and kiss the ground she walks on because of it.
Emma for the victory. And Carmella able to stay alive.
Have you ever been in a fitness magazine, Byron?
No, I have not.
Exactly. Well, Dana Brooke and Emma both have.
Oh,
so your points are invalid.
That pre-qualifies them. I'm sorry.
Both in Muscle and Fitness magazine. Of course, Dana Brooke has competed around the globe in fitness competitions. Oh! Right now, Carmella trying to fire things up.
I don't know if Carmella's ever been in a fitness competition. She's been in a few fights in her day.
Yeah, look at Carmella. She's got 5 older brothers and she's hanging out with Enzo and Cass. She's not afraid to get down and dirty. Get a little scrappy.
Oh! Carmella with a running kick.
There you go. Here comes the princess.
Oh!
Now, what does Emma do if the Staten Island Shuffle? There it is.
Took the words out of my mouth. Oh, hold on.
Well, looks like the shuffle didn't work out for Carmella.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
There it is.
And Carmella nowhere to go, quickly taps out.
Here is your winner by submission, Emma.
Tell me again what you were saying, Byron, about how Emma hasn't had much luck as of late. Her new attitudes hindered her somehow.
Well, listen, if she's okay with it when she looks in the mirror, this new attitude that she wants to carry along with Dana Brooke, then fine, more power to her.
The duo of Emma and Dana Brooke have certainly proven to be fierce here in the Divas division on NXT.
Come on! What did I ever do to you? My dollar's not good enough?
Oh, what are you doing, man? Calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down!
Hey, we call
Come on!
Oh, hey! Just $1.
Put it down.
I was trying to get the pistachios.
Get a grip of yourself, man. What's the matter with you? Now you need to sort yourself out, because otherwise the next time we talk, you're not going to like the outcome.
Bull Dempsey versus a vending machine would be a main event on any planet. But speaking of main events, we have got an explosive one for you tonight. Finn Balor teams up with Samoa Joe to do battle with Rhyno and the NXT champion Kevin Owens. Don't go anywhere, because NXT is about to get a little more gorgeous. Prince Pretty Tyler Breeze is in action next.
There are no more barriers for me. This mask I wear out will soon melt away. All is mine. Tremble before me. I will tear down what separates me. Laat me from what I am. Set me free and become my true self, the demon.
Jason, thank you so much for joining me. Tonight you faced kind of a tough loss against Cass and Enzo. What are your thoughts?
How do you think I feel? The only reason I'm doing this is because they're making me do this, all right? And I can't believe... What are you doing?
You're sweating. Now's not the time, all right, Cable? I know. I saw the match. I see all your matches, actually.
What? You creep?
No, I study. Listen, and you lost to those two half-wits? They made you look like a loser.
What? What are you calling me?
I know you're not a loser. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna help prove to everyone else that you're not. But you gotta let me do my part. Okay, I'm here. Ready? Willing?
Don't. Stop.
And Gable. Let me know.
I'm not a loser.
It seems to me like Chad Gable is pretty confident that he is the one to be Jason Jordan's tag team partner. But I am ready, willing, and Gable for NXT to look just a little bit better with this guy's help.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, currently residing in his seasonal residence in Cairo, Egypt, weighing 204 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Graves, this guy has lived everywhere. A new place in Cairo, Egypt.
It's very nice this time of year. Maybe you should travel once in a while, leave your man cave, and you'd learn these things.
Well, I learned something. I learned that the fur that Tyler Breeze is sporting tonight was imported from the Italian designer Luigi Colani.
Imagine waking up wearing Luigi Colani, seeing the pyramids behind you every day. It is a good life to be Tyler Breeze.
That does sound pretty cool.
Well, that is full fur, though, isn't it?
Listen, you buy your suits at Walmart. You have no room to talk about Tyler Breeze ever.
He's making a point that he doesn't like animal fur.
Are you wearing a clip-on tie right now, Rich?
I am not. Well, at any rate, Tyler Breeze getting set to go one-on-one with Ty Dillinger. Dillinger's been busy judging people around NXT as of late.
Who is Ty Dillinger to judge anybody?
Calls himself the perfect 10.
It'd be like you judging a fashion show. You buy the pre-packaged shirt and tie deal.
You really don't like Rich, do you, Corey?
Oh, Rich is a great guy. I just don't like how he dresses. If he could wear maybe a trash bag, it'd be better.
Well, nice move by Tyler Breeze, and of course he'll go back to his pre-assumed position.
A thumb in his nose was Breeze.
No, he drew him in. You just saw what he did. Dillinger ran right into a boot. So one thing we've learned about Tyler Breeze in his time here in NXT is just as much as you think it's pomp and circumstance, it's strategy. He uses the mind games. It's not been effective right now. Dillinger seeming to get the better of him. But Tyler Breeze knows what he's doing.
This time we saw Tyler Breeze in action. It was against Bull Dempsey, and what happened in that match? Tyler actually lapped Bull Dempsey around the ring.
Oh, look at this, mocking Tyler Breeze.
Dillinger stomping away at Prince Pretty. Cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. Right back into the cover, and again, Breeze able to kick out. Another cover. Dillinger just trying to wear down Tyler Breeze.
You can't give Tyler Breeze any time to recover, though. Dillinger needs to stay focused on him. He's doing a very good job right now. What a chop.
Yeah, every perfect precision and everything that Tyler Breeze does. He's like a fresh BMW.
You gonna elaborate on that, or?
He looks good and he works smooth.
Fresh BMW?
Yes, fresh BMW. New air fresheners.
Dillinger right now.
You have to explain.
Looks pretty impressive.
You got to explain these things to Rich, Byron. He's a Vespa guy.
I know.
Take nothing away from Ty Dillinger. Oh, wait a minute. Just as quickly, Bree's able to turn things around.
Told you, just have to give him that small opening, that momentary lapse of concentration, and Prince Pretty will make you pay.
Well, Tyler Breeze has called himself NXT's most relevant superstar.
Whoa.
And here's one way to do it.
Hurricane Rana. Tyler Breeze. Wait a minute, hold on. Dillinger missing wildly with the clothesline, and the beauty shot connects.
More like good night.
Here is your winner, Tyler Breeze.
Not a bad showing by Ty Dillinger, but Prince Pretty showing why he's been so dangerous here at NXT.
And the selfie stick is looking just as lethal.
Let's take another look at Tyler Breeze turning things around right as Dillinger appeared to regain control, missed with the clothesline, and the beauty shot from out of nowhere closes things out. Prince Pretty, impressive this week here on NXT.
NXT just doesn't get much better looking than Tyler Breeze, which is a good thing because this next one is going to be downright ugly. Finn Balor teams with Samoa Joe to do battle with Rhino and NXT champion Kevin Owens. This main event is going down next.
Look at that.
What are you guys doing? I'm supposed to interview
Oh,
Sasha.
Devin.
Excuse me. What are you two doing in my locker room?
Oh, just hanging out, maybe thinking about trying that on. I mean, yeah, Sasha, since we are taking over the NXT division, now we're after you and that championship.
Oh, you two are after me, huh? I'm the boss of this division. I run this place. So if you two want to go, then I'll take you both on.
She's funny.
Laughing, huh?
She's funny. Emma? Does that sound like a challenge to you? Because it does to me. What do you say?
Yeah, it sounds like a challenge.
I think so.
Only thing is, there's two of us and just you. So you might need a partner or something.
I mean, really, though, who's going to be her partner? Nobody even likes her because she's been such a little...
Excuse me. I'll find a partner.
Will you?
This is gonna be fun. Such a great tag team match.
They say it's lonely at the top. Is the boss going to be able to find herself a partner?
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
We are ready for our main event.
You know, we've seen the history of this man. We've seen the story of Finn Balor. And how great would the ending to that story be if in just 3 days Finn Balor defeats Kevin Owens and becomes the new NXT champion.
Well, unfortunately for you, Byron Saxton, Kevin Owens doesn't work in fairy tales. He works in real life where he's the champion on top of the mountain, and he has no plans of letting the demon knock him off.
It all takes place in 3 days, live on the WWE Network from Tokyo in Sumo Hall.
I guarantee you that demon is going to be unleashed in Sumo Hall.
If we talk about this main event, though, how awesome is this? This is kind of like a dream match. Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Rhyno. I mean, these guys, these 4 superstars have done it all around here. And they finally collide. This is going to be awesome.
Countdown is on for that, man. This Saturday morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 Pacific. You could say it could be Judgment Day for Kevin Owens.
Byron, how are you going to stay up that late?
I'm going to go to bed at 4 in the afternoon. That's what I'm going to do.
Graves, you'll be up all night, right?
Of course, you think it's a bad idea to set off fireworks in my living room?
A very bad idea. WWE Network, Brock Lesnar, the Beast in the East, live Saturday morning.
And his tag team partner from Huntington Beach, California, weighing 302 pounds, Samoa Joe.
You look at that man's face, you know what's going through his mind. You know he is excited to get his hands on Kevin Owens once again.
Samoa Joe just had 3 words after that brawl with Kevin Owens a few weeks ago. Let me fight. Let me fight Kevin Owens.
And their opponents, first from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 290 pounds, Rhyno.
Look at the man beast. Look how intense all the time. That guy is ready for a fight.
Yeah, it trips me out when Rhyno said a few weeks ago that Finn Balor woke up a sleeping man beast. I mean, my gosh, if he's been asleep all this time, imagine what he's going to do now.
And his tag team partner from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing 266 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Kevin Owens.
Last week, Kevin Owens joined us on commentary as Finn Balor and Rhyno went one-on-one in our main event. Samoa Joe forced to come out and try to even the odds as Rhyno and Owens attacked Balor, setting the stage for this tag team matchup here this week on NXT.
I'll tell you what, guys, I gotta admit, I feel a little giddy. I mean, it's gonna be myself. I'll be joining Michael Cole in just 3 days, calling this action live from Tokyo and imagining that we could see history made. We could see Finn Balor defeat Kevin Owens for the NXT Championship.
I could be president someday, Saxon. It's probably not going to happen, though.
I hope not.
Samoa Joe and Rhyno starting things off here in this tag team matchup. You talk about history being made. Graves, you alluded to it earlier. This matchup right here is almost history being made, isn't it?
Oh, man.
Almost a dream match, as you said. Joe being attacked from behind by Rhyno. Look out, Samoa Joe.
Jeez.
My goodness.
Hit hard, hit fast. That's Samoa Joe for you.
Huge enziguri in the corner. Tag made to Finn Balor.
And remember, it was Finn who really earned an important victory last week over Rhyno to really build momentum towards.
Oh, what a drop kick.
This Saturday in Tokyo.
Cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out by Rhyno.
You know, Byron, you keep talking about Finn Balor walking out with the championship. What about the possibility that Finn Balor could leave on a stretcher? Just like Sami Zayn, just like John Cena, just like so many superstars. They better have good health care in Japan.
Well, I think last week Kevin Owens tried to do that after saying that he wanted to end Finn Balor.
Listen, Kevin Owens is notorious for doing exactly what he says he's going to do. He said he's going to end Finn Balor.
Guys, perhaps a preview of what we will see Saturday live from Tokyo. Finn Balor with a big drop kick cover and a kick out.
We're going to see all this in Tokyo and more. And a demon.
The demon could be the difference.
Balor trying to set up Kevin Owens for a suplex.
I don't know, Byron. I don't think a little body paint is going to change the situation. Kevin Owens is too smart to be fooled by that.
You think sometimes Kevin is just overly sensitive?
Why don't you ask him these questions when he's out here on commentary like last week?
Well, he can't. You can't ask him, so I'm asking you.
I'm not a psychologist. He's the NXT champion. I don't question it.
Last time somebody tried to really get in depth with Kevin Owens, they ended up being tossed over the announce table. Now Owens measuring Finn Balor, his opponent this Saturday.
If you're Kevin Owens right now, you know what's going through your mind? Do as much damage to Finn Balor as you possibly can.
Right now, Balor sent to the outside by the NXT champion. Can Balor rebound here in this matchup on NXT?
This Saturday, the sun rises in the Far East. For the first time ever, WWE broadcasts live from Tokyo, Japan, only on WWE Network. Witness this special network event as these WWE superstars converge at the historic Ryogoku Sumo Hall. And in the land of the rising sun, a beast will cast a brutal shadow. In his first match since WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar returns to action. WWE presents The Beast in the East, live from Tokyo. This Saturday, 5:30 a.m. Eastern, 2:30 a.m. Pacific, exclusively on WWE Network.
Our main event continues this week on NXT. Tag team action, Samoa Joe and Finn Balor squaring off against NXT champion Kevin Owens and Rhyno. And of course, this Saturday, 5:30 in the morning Eastern, live from Tokyo, it will be Balor and Owens one-on-one for the NXT championship. Oh!
Right here on the WWE Network.
Cover Owens for the victory and a kick out by Balor. As we've mentioned before, Owens seemingly just wants to dish out as much punishment on his challenger tonight as he can.
There's nothing seeming about it. It's obvious. Between Kevin Owens and Rhyno, there is potential to do serious damage to the #1 contender, and that's exactly what they're going to do as much as they can before they get to Tokyo.
This Saturday, 5:30 in the morning on the WWE Network. The man who's in a precarious position now is going to be in for the fight of his life. Look at this strength by Rhyno.
Look at him just squatting. That's just an insult. Goes to show you how powerful the man beast is, just imposing his will.
This is just getting uncomfortable to watch.
Oh! Cover! Rhyno for the win! And a kick out by Finn Balor.
And if you're Rhyno, he's got to be thinking, we're just 3 days away from Finn Balor having the biggest match of his career. I'm going to do whatever I can to ruin that moment for him.
And that mindset benefits Kevin Owens as much as anybody on the planet.
Let me delve into your expertise a little bit there, Corey. You know, you've been a champion here on NXT. If you had that final match before your big title defense, what's going through your mind? What kind of mindset do you need to be in to be prepared the day of that defense?
You need to do as little as possible. You need to save your body. If I'm Finn Balor, I'm making Samoa Joe do all the work.
Right now, Balor desperately needs to get to the corner and tag Joe in.
The other problem is, Byron, he's not going into just another match, not just a big match. He's going in there against Kevin Owens, a man who has absolutely destroyed everyone in his path since arriving here in NXT.
Well, if you're Kevin Owens, what are you thinking knowing that in 3 days you're going to have to put your title on the line against Finn Balor?
He's grinding it out right now. He's in control. He's just wearing down Finn Balor. Kevin Owens is supremely confident. He said he will end Finn Balor once and for all. And if Kevin Owens does one thing, it's deliver on his promises.
Okay, but Corey,
Oh!
what about the fact that Finn Balor will probably have the home field advantage in Tokyo? I mean, he was a big star there for years.
We thought the same thing about Sami Zayn for a long time. And another guy.
Oh, look at this.
Mocking John Cena with the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Real upstanding guy, isn't he?
Oh, come on. The AA. And Balor able to fight his way out of it.
Double stomp by Balor. Might have just saved the match.
So it happens sometimes we get overconfident. Kevin Owens trying to mock John Cena the whole time, and Finn Balor took advantage. You know, I'll tell you what, you know, 3 days in Tokyo, this Saturday, Kevin Owens gets more concerned about John Cena.
Owens makes the tag to Rhino.
Without that
Samoa
championship.
Joe tagged in. These two heavyweights. Oh! What a senton! Cover! Joe for the victory! And a kick out by Rhino.
It's not often you see someone match size with Rhino. I think Joe might actually outquick him here.
Oh!
There you go, Kevin.
That was the opening that Rhino needed. Cover! And Joe able to power out of it.
Rhino making the tag to Kevin Owens. There's nobody there for Joe, though.
Here comes Owens. Oh! Reversed by Samoa Joe.
I think Samoa Joe's doing just fine on his own.
Tag made. Finn Balor going to the top. Oh no.
Wait, what are we going to see here?
Samoa Joe trying to set up the NXT champion Kevin Owens. Rhino from behind knocks Balor off the top turnbuckle.
Joe levels Rhino.
Oh!
Powerbomb! Look at this. Oh, super kick right to the chin.
Oh my gosh.
Balor answers with a Pele kick.
And once again, Kevin Owens trying to mock, trying to go for that AA. Finn Balor recovered.
Oh, no. Gore.
Can we say a miscue?
Rhino's beside himself. Oh!
He was beside himself before.
Here comes Balor. Running corner drop kick.
Oh, Finn's gonna do it right now. Top rope, if he connects.
Coup de grace. Cover. And Finn Balor has pinned the NXT champion.
Man, oh man. You can't help but think, guys, that this is a sign of things to come for Finn Balor this Saturday.
There is no way this happens again. Kevin Owens was gored, he was kicked, he was coup de grace, he had Rhino drop kicked into him. That has never happened before, it's never gonna happen again.
It doesn't matter, but what's the last visual Kevin Owens is gonna have? Kevin Owens was just pinned by Finn Balor.
Owens had never lost here at NXT. But tonight, Finn Balor getting the victory in this tag team matchup, and this miscue is what started things here. The gore by Rhino.
And Owens still wasn't beaten. Here comes the drop kick. All of Rhino's body weight into Kevin Owens, and Owens still wasn't defeated. Another drop kick.
My goodness, if Balor can land this in Tokyo, we will see a brand new NXT champion.
Well, we call Finn a demon, we call him enigmatic. We could be calling him champion.
In 3 days, live on the WWE Network, Kevin Owens defends the NXT Championship. 5:30 Eastern AM live on the WWE Network.